What's up, folks? It is once again Dr. Remy LeBeau, and I'm here in the X Lair to give you what you need to get through your X-Men statue withdrawal syndrome. It's the worst syndrome that one could get as a statue collector. Uh, by worst, I mean best, of course, because in the end, regardless of what you might be feeling by not having enough X-Men statues in your life, you have X-Men statues in your life, and there could be nothing better than that, right? Exactly. You all said yes right now, by the way. Okay, today I have something interesting. This is the Deadpool X Force variant statue, um, created by Kotobukiya. So they came out first with like a Deadpool, like a red Deadpool version of the statue, and it wasn't. It was on a different sort of base, and I guess the fans were vocal enough that Kotobukiya realized, hey, we need to make an X Force variant of this statue, and so they did. And as you can see, it came out very cool. It's a very cool looking statue. It's my favorite Deadpool statue, I think. Um, I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan, but I'm a big enough Deadpool fan. At least a big enough Deadpool fan in X Force. So this was actually released before the Bowen Designs X Force version, and so this is the one I went for, and then this is the one I kept. Now there is one thing that's important to mention, and that's that the base I actually repainted myself because for some reason Kotobukiya in their X Force line of statues decided to make the bases like this tan color, like this sandy tan color, which to me just didn't work. Like it was just for some reason like in that it made sense to them that these covert ops sort of X-Men teams were working in should be represented in like these very light colored environments. To me, that just doesn't make sense. It's like a very sort of bad choice. So what I did is I went ahead and just like kind of repainted the base. I coated it with like a glossy spray paint, and then I just like brush painted the gray over it, and it wound up having like a really cool effect. Like it looks like the cross sections of the building are, there's like some sort of like I'm gonna say granite type of material that they use to make it, and so that you can see that inside, and then beyond that on the facade on the exterior, you have like sort of like a gray, kind of a fading gray, like to give it that old building look. Anyway, I didn't plan it to look any particular way. I just started experimenting with stuff because I really disliked the original color, and this is what came out, and I'm really happy with what came out. So, um, and this is one of those statues that I'll never get rid of for a variety of reasons. I really like it. B. I like what I did with the base. It makes it unique, and thus I don't really want to get rid of it because it's like a unique sort of piece. And C. I actually dropped it once. I forget what it was I was doing. I was doing something silly, and I wound up dropping it because I don't know. I forget exactly what it was. Maybe I thought it was like securely fastened in the base, and so I was like tilting it over or something, and it fell. Anyway, as a result of that, like the gun kind of broke a bit here, so it doesn't really matter if I touch it because it's not gonna affect it. So here I am. So you can see the gun is kind of broken. You can kind of see it in the photos. There's like a piece missing, sort of below the trigger, and there's just like a couple of scoff marks on him. Um, but whatever. Like he's in my X Force display. He looks fine. Oh, you can see some stuff back here, which I hadn't noticed up until now, actually. But whatever. I don't care. It's fine. I'm never gonna get rid of it. It's a cool statue. I like how it came out. It looks great in my X Force display. So and it's like it satisfies the Deadpool requirement, which is all I need. I need a Deadpool statue. Preferably one in the X-Force display because I like how he looks in his X-Force colors over the red, and he's not a favorite character, so this does the trick. Anyway, my little story aside, this statue was sculpted by Eric Sosa. He did a really nice job with it. He actually sculpted the Bowen Designs one as well. So if you're a fan of that one, then it really it makes sense for you to be a fan of this one as well because it's kind of the same love and care was put into this one as was put into that one. Let me see how many of these are there. There are 1,000. This is number 83. Let me see. Is there a date on this? I know it was released like it was released like 2 years ago, 2011. I guess we're about to hit 2014, so it's roughly about 3 years now that it was released. And since its release, they've, like I said, Bowen Designs created yet another X-Force Deadpool statue of him in the X-Force attire, which is a variant of the original Deadpool statue they made, which is very nice. If you're a fan of that one, I would recommend getting it. And actually, Sideshow Collectibles just recently announced that they are doing an X-Force variant of their premium format figure, and it's already been put up for pre-order. Right now, it's about like I said, December of 2014. It was put up for pre-order this month. So for those that are interested in getting it, I think I'm going to post this video in December. So for those of you that are interested in getting it, I would go for it now. I would go for it as a pre-order because there's no better time to get a statue than as a pre-order, especially of a popular character like Deadpool, because especially with Sideshow Collectibles premium format figures, they tend to go up in value, not all the time, but sometimes. And if you miss it, like, during its pre-order stage or like during its retail stage, I mean, you wind up getting kind of screwed on the price, which I understand. It's just market forces, supply outweighing demand. The price goes up. It's just the way it works. But it's good to sort of avoid that situation if one is able to. So if you're a fan of Deadpool and you're a fan of Deadpool in his X-Force colors, then there's a variety of choices out there, with the premium format figure by Sideshow Collectibles being the newest offering, and so it's definitely worth getting if you're a fan because it looks great. It looks fantastic. I considered getting it, but I already have the beautiful Apocalypse premium format figure on pre-order. Actually, the exclusive just sold out of that one, so for those that want that one, I would get on the wait list for it. But I'm digressing. This video is about Deadpool, as much as I want to talk about Apocalypse. Anyway, so this is a very nice statue. Having changed the color of the base, I like the base. The actual design of it, the color sucked from the factory choices, but the base itself is a fantastic choice. It's just like this ledge of a building. He's obviously, on top of it. He's aiming his gun like he's in a battle stance. He's got his sword like ready to attack. Like, it's perfect. It's the perfect way to pose Deadpool, especially given the fact that he's in sort of his Black Ops attire, reflecting that that's the sort of mission he's on. So it looks great. I don't remember if so this is one of two heads. There's another head that comes with this one as well, and it's a little bit more classic Deadpool, or maybe I forget. I haven't looked at that one in a really long time. So but just know that there is an option for it, which I think it might be that, I don't know. I actually don't remember. And they did a really nice job on, of course, like I said, Eric Sosa did a really nice job on the sculpt, and the choices of the colors are fantastic. I like how the black is really glossy. It's a really nice touch. He did a really nice job on all the details with the straps, with the knives, with the with the X emblem on his belt. Looks fantastic. Really like that. Um, pouches along the waist look great. And just the overall design of the costume looks fantastic. Of course, the gun and the sword done really well. Everything about it is very nice. So it comes down to like what you want to do with the statue. If you're a big Deadpool fan and you're getting every statue, this is definitely one to get. If you are doing an X Force display, you've got a couple of options for him. Like I said, and if you're just looking for just one statue of Deadpool, I think this is a good candidate. It looks really nice. Of course, you might want to get the base repainted, but that's a matter of choice. You might like the colors that they chose, that Kotobukiya chose. I don't like them, so. But nonetheless, good, definitely a good statue to not get. This one, this is a good statue to get. But Deadpool in X Force colors, definitely good statue to get versus Deadpool in other colors. For me, that's my choice, my preferences. Your preferences may be different. Another important thing to mention is that there's going to be an X Force film. Hopefully, it's going to be good. That has yet to be determined. But there's an X Force film. It's likely coming out in 2015, and I'm pretty sure that Deadpool is going to be in it. Hopefully, he's not played by Ryan Reynolds, but it's possible he will be. Nonetheless, hopefully they'll do a good job with him. The point is, though, that Deadpool in his X Force attire is going to become sort of a pop mainstream sort of character, look, etc. If the movie's big, which it should be if things continue with the momentum that they seem to be continuing with the planned production schedule for Days of Future Past, X-Force, and then X-Men Apocalypse. So the three movies are supposed to be coming out the next 3 years. So if everything works out the way it should, which the way it likely will, Deadpool will finally become popular, and X-Force will become popular, and thus this statue and other statues of Deadpool and X-Force attire should sort of gain a little bit more popularity overall. So if you're just a collector looking to make an investment, Deadpool and X-Force attire definitely something to invest in. But really, screw investing. Statue collecting is about love of characters, and there's definitely a lot of love for Deadpool in X-Force by me and a lot of fans. So this is a variant cover of Uncanny X-Force #1. So X-Force took a different turn in the late 2000s and had it's like a first run with a book titled just X-Force. It went for like 27 issues or something. It was great. I really love that run. Then they did something a little differently with Uncanny X-Force, and they introduced a team with Psylocke and Archangel, Deadpool, and Phantom X down here. Phantom X is the creation of Grant Morrison, and he's Weapon 11. He comes from the same program as Wolverine. Wolverine being Weapon 10, right? Weapon X being representing 10. And here's Wolverine as well. He's on this team. And this was an interesting run. Like at first I was a little hesitant to get into it, but they wound up doing some really interesting stuff with it, and Deadpool was central to it. The storylines were first they focused on like the cloning of Apocalypse. There was a child clone of Apocalypse by like an Apocalypse cult, and how that storyline played out was that eventually Phantom X wound up killing that kid, and then it turns out that he had actually cloned him because he felt bad about that and was raising him on his own on the side, and now that kid is named Genesis, I think, and he's actually at the Wolverine Wolverine is the headmaster of the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning. The kid is actually there. So that's sort of an interesting path that the book took that kind of led to something interesting in the present. Another interesting thing was the whole storyline with Angel in the Dark Angel saga, which I'm not going to get into the details of, but that was like epic. That was like an epic storyline, probably one of the best ones that we've had in a while. Maybe since like uh, the Second Coming stuff, and like M Day. Like this was probably one of the best ones. That was like one of the edge of your seat sort of readers, that where you just like were waiting for the book to come out, and the minute it did, you were just like in the book, while you were reading it, like just salivating at every panel, every line. It was one of the great storylines, probably the best one in the last few years that I can remember. So it's definitely something worth checking out. And that was probably like the sort of the highlight of the Uncanny X-Force run, and why that title and that run has some actual weight in the X-Men canon. And because Deadpool was a part of that, that represents just even more sort of importance for him as a character, at least from a Marvel fan, like a big X-Men fan like myself. There's currently is Deadpool, I forget where Deadpool is right now. I haven't seen him in any of the books I read. I know he has his own book, which I don't read. He's not in X-Force, but it's likely he'll be popping up in some X book at some point in the future. Anyway, not a huge Deadpool fan. If you are, this statue is worth checking out, and certainly the original statue of him in this pose in his red costume is another good option. And there's like a lot of cool elements to that statue beyond. It's not like it doesn't have the same base. It has like some other cool elements which make it just another statue worth having if you're a big Deadpool fan. Anyway, that concludes my little rant about Deadpool and X-Force and this statue. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, well, I've got plenty more videos for you to enjoy, so don't worry. You can check those out, and I'm sure there's one that you'll enjoy. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out my video. Thank you for checking out my channel. My channel is Dr. Remy LeBeau's X-Lair. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I have plenty more videos coming. I have about 10 or 15 more individual statue videos that I haven't posted yet, but I will. And then beyond that, there's going to be a variety of, exploratory sort of videos, kind of, giving you guys, at least the people that are interested in figuring out, what's, how to trying to make decisions about what to buy. I'm going to try to like continue doing like some of the comparison videos that I haven't been able to do recently, just because my time has been very stunted because of other responsibilities in my life. But I plan to do a lot more of that stuff. Plan to do a lot of display videos, and I have some ideas for other stuff. So there's definitely more stuff coming up. If you're interested, stay tuned. Also, I've got my blog, X-Men Statues of Future Past.blogspot.com. If you haven't checked that out yet, it's there. I've got photos of all the statues that I have videos of, and some other stuff on there. And that's pretty much it. Thank you. And as always, put an X in the box because ain't nobody checking me. I'll see you all very soon. Take care of yourselves, and happy holidays. Bye-bye. I say happy holidays because I'm shooting this in December. I may not have actually posted this in December, but happy holidays. Regardless of when you're seeing this, at any point throughout the year, there's a holiday at some point, either around the corner or coming up in the next few months. So I hope you enjoy those whenever they may be. Bye-bye.